Welcome to Inside Games Daily, the only gaming news show brave enough to not raise prices on our episodes.
That's right, still free and from the streets of Germany. But hey, if you want to support us via Patreon, we won't say no, but still, we're here to deliver free gaming news for you.
That is correct. Unlike Sony, who is raising their prices. Again, PlayStation announced today that every model of PlayStation 5 is increasing in price by $50 in the United States of America.
We're winning, aren't we, Bruce? I'm just so tired of winning all the time.
Oh, hard.
Yeah, here's the new prices. The base PS5 is now $550. PS5 Digital Edition is now $500, and the PS5 Pro is $750 US.
Man, that is just eye-watering. This is an unprecedented move for a 5-year-old console. A graph on Reddit compares the 5-year price drop for previous generations of PlayStations, reminding us that products are supposed to get cheaper over time, like literally everything else.
I don't know. I guess technically inflation has made the US dollar worth less. So theoretically, the price went down, even though it stayed the same. But still, it's bullshit. Yes, the units are cheaper to make, so they should be cheaper to buy. And the technology is getting older, so it's less valuable, and yet here we are.
Lawrence is correct all the way around. PlayStation's announcement references the challenging economic environment, thanks to our president, Donald Trump, that led to them making this difficult decision.
Don't worry, Bruce. As soon as they start manufacturing those PS5s in the U.S., I'm sure they'll drop in price, and we'll all have jobs at the PS5 factory, just like our goddamn president once. Yeah. It's pretty easy to assume that that's the cause here, given that the United States is the only region being targeted by this price increase. So thank you for those tariffs. We love them. They're helping so much.
Oh my gosh. That's why everything's going up, in the case you're wondering. Apart from that, PlayStation confirmed that accessory prices are unchanged, as is the PlayStation price in other world regions.
Great. The timing of this, I guess there's never a good time to raise prices, but Sony's got Ghost of Yotei from Sucker Punch coming out October 2nd. And then, of course, we got GTA 6 on the horizon. Just trying to think about games that might move consoles and the related price increase and how that might affect that. Those seem like the big ones for PlayStation right now.
Yeah, that's correct. Market data suggests this is also not a great time to raise prices, as Gen Z buyers have cut back on their video game spending by 25%. We reported on this just a few days ago.
Yeah, because they got no money.
Mm-hmm.
So discretionary money is gone. Prices are going up. I don't know. It's part of a very worrying trend in games right now that we need new blood, man. And it's getting squeezed out.
Yeah, that said, there are already loads of PS5s in American homes. Of course, the console sold an estimated 74 million units as of March 2025, according to VD Charts.
It's possible that they've sold their base already, and that the trickling... Really, I think GTA 6 is going to be the next shot in the arm when it comes to console sales. There's a lot of people who maybe don't play games or haven't played games for a while. I mean, honestly, in my travels, I've been talking with a lot of folks. Uber drivers, cab drivers, just random people I'm standing next to. Even if they don't play games, they know about GTA and they're waiting for GTA. So even though it might seem like it's a bit overhyped if you're hearing about it every week, there's a lot of people that are waiting for that game to come out to get back into gaming. And it sucks that probably the console they would choose to buy is now more expensive, at least in the United States.
Yeah, I'm really curious too, Lawrence, to see if this affects the PlayStation 5 sales at all. I mean, I know they're kind of on the downswing right now, but I wonder if there's going to be an actual serious drop-off, or if Sony's brand power will continue to win.
Yeah, that's a great question. It seems like they kind of own the console space right now. One thing that I think is kind of funny, we just got actual price announcements from the ROG Xbox Ally, the Ally and the X. Turns out with this price increase now, and Xbox Ally is the same price as a PlayStation 5. Thing is, that will probably not run GTA 6, so it's not going to be the choice there. But in terms of value proposition, that's a bit bizarre. I guess if you travel a lot, the Ally might seem like a good idea. But if you're just playing at home, PS5 is probably going to be the slam dunk, even still.
Yeah, no, it's really surprising at $550, I think it is, for the ROG Xbox Ally, not the Ally X, which is, I think, like $900 or something like that. But
yeah, $900.
Yeah, but the PS5 with the disc drive is now $550. So you could get a handheld machine that plays a lot of games, including PC games, or buy a PS5. I don't know that I see these prices going down ever, by the way. We talked about this for the PS6 a few days ago when it comes to, like, because we saw leaked specs for the PlayStation 6, and we were sort of speculating on the price there. And I was thinking it was going to be $700, and now I'm starting to believe that. I think it's going to be $700 for launch for the PS6. Maybe more, because $750 for the PS5 Pro is insane.
Yeah, I had hoped that they would be able to keep the price point at $500 or lower. But that prediction is sort of based on not having a dickwad president that's throwing extra taxes on the U.S. economy. So thanks for that. Incidentally, I like I said, I'm 3 Kolsch's in, tongue's a little loose. I'm just curious, guys that voted. Hey, if you voted for this, how you feeling? You feeling good? Is it working? Are we? Is the economy back or what? I don't know. I'm not sure what the intended effect here is, but it turns out higher prices and less spending money. Going back to what I was worried about before, it doesn't feel good to be a millennial right now. Apart from my bones turning to dust, it also sucks that it turns out that, like, we're the only generation that can afford games. I was hoping that as time went on, there would be new people, new games, new experiences, new cultures, new waves. I don't know. On PC, we still get a little bit of that, but I feel forlorn for people that are kind of in the console ecosystem, having to pay higher prices on digital games, and probably in the end getting less choice because they're games made for a particular market. So you're going to get a real, like, bottom of the funnel kind of effect happening now, and I think it's only going to get exaggerated in the next few years.
You're exactly right, and I also want to address what you talked about earlier with who somebody voted for. Just so you know, it doesn't matter who you voted for. What you're getting right now, these high prices are a direct result of Donald Trump. The inflation, a direct result of Donald Trump. The downswing of the U.S. dollar, a direct result of Donald Trump. So again, I'm not here to play politics with you. I'm just here to say that all these things we're paying extra for are because of the president and his tariffs. So whether or not that ends up being the best decision in the world in 3-4 years from now, we won't know. I don't know where all that money is going for these tariffs, because we keep hearing about how much money the U.S. government is making from these tariffs. I don't know what's happening to that money, but you can safely say that these tariffs are making the prices for these things go up more. And then that money is then going somewhere into the U.S. government. I don't know when we'll ever see it.
Well, it's falling into a giant deficit hole that they've just created because they're outspending, and they also cut taxes on the super rich. So tariffs aren't making up that shortfall, despite what they'd like to say, and they won't anytime soon. So yeah, we don't see any of the benefit. We only see the negative side effects. Again, maybe only my words in 4 years when we're all on the assembly line at the PS5 factory. But for now, it just seems like it's lose, lose, lose.
Yeah, and by the way, I want to eat my words. I want to be like, well, we all got checks for $5,000. Like, that would be great. I would love that. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love it. I would be very excited for it. And then that way, the money that we spend now would come back to our pockets later without interest. What an amazing investment. Look, again, if we sound salty, it's because we are. Prices are going up over everything. Not just fucking PlayStations, vegetables and shit. So, like, it's not getting good, and we've got somebody who maybe doesn't have the best grasp of economics running our country. So, and the rest of the world, I think, has sort of had to absorb a lot of these costs earlier on. A lot of the world was in a recession the last couple of years, and we were not. So maybe this is where our recession is due now.
And maybe it was just offloaded. I'm sure that there are economic circumstances beyond our, pardon my French, asshole of a president. But it can't be helping. I'll say that. God damn.
Yeah, this is, and again, like, everything has, in the video game space, all the consoles have gone up now. The Xbox, the Switch, the original Switch, and the PlayStation 5 have all gone up. So I don't know that there is any advantage to this. Nothing is getting better. Prices are only going up. And that's all I've got. I don't have anything silver lining to this.
There pretty much isn't a silver lining. Even if somebody can scrape together the money to buy a console now, that's one less game they can buy with it, and that's one less game that it's one less game's worth of revenue that goes into publishers, goes into developers. It sucks. it just truly sucks. What doesn't suck is that there are loyal Inside Games viewers that in these challenging economic conditions can still find a couple bucks to throw away every month. So we're very grateful for that. I mean, hell, I'm on the streets of Germany right now, thanks to your support, and I appreciate that. I even managed to wiggle my way into Gamescom and play a couple of demos, so we can talk about those soon. But before that, I want to shout out a couple of patrons that support the show. Tito007 and Lenny Nieves, thank you very much for the support.